For one nurse, the choice was simple: a man's life or her job. The hospital she worked for allegedly forced her to make that choice, and in their eyes, she chose wrong. But the fallout from that one decision would supposedly ripple far beyond the hospital walls, kicking up a firestorm of public outrage and ending in a showdown that forced an entire institution to ask itself what it really stood for. It's a story that has spread across the internet for years, a viral tale of quiet heroism and systemic failure. It gets passed between nurses on their breaks, shared in veterans' forums, and whispered about online. Some say it's a modern-day parable, a fictional tribute to the countless unsung heroes in healthcare. Others swear every word is true. While pinpointing a single verifiable incident with these exact names is difficult, the story persists, often centered around a compassionate nurse named Emily Carter. Today, we're delving into that powerful story, because whether it is a documented event or a potent legend, its message is undeniably real. It shines a light on the dangerous friction between bureaucratic red tape and the fundamental duty to save a life. It also forces us to ask a critical question. In a crisis, what matters more, the rules we write or the humanity we serve? The story is usually set in a place like Riverside General Hospital. By all accounts, it wasn't a bad hospital. In fact, its state-of-the-art facilities and top specialists made it a pillar of the community. But like so many healthcare institutions, it was also groaning under the weight of its own rules. It was a labyrinth of regulations and a fortress of paperwork where efficiency was king. The mission statement in the lobby might have talked about compassion, but the daily reality for staff was often about metrics, liability forms, and the constant pressure to do more with less. The supposed architect of this high-pressure environment was a man named Mr. Harrison, a senior administrator who seemed to view the hospital less as a place of healing and more as a business to be optimized. His memos were legendary, filled with buzzwords like streamlining patient throughput and resource allocation management. He wasn't a villain in the mustache-twirling sense. He was simply the embodiment of the system itself. A man so focused on the forest of policy that he'd forgotten how to